Having watched the congressional dysfunction for a number of years, there have been various ideas that have been sort of thrown about on how you avoid all of this sort of chaos and inability to get the work done. I mean, there have been talks about you change the fiscal year from September, October to make it to December, January, or you do biennial appropriations, or you have automatic continuing resolution. I mean, are there any ideas out there that might make this process work better?
Yeah, they talk about that. That crops up periodically. But frankly, Steve, I don't see that happening. The problem is everyone would like to fix the system, but no one agrees on how to fix it, right? And it's not clear which reforms you could implement that would make that much of a difference either. So I really don't think that's going anywhere right now. There's too much on the agenda anyway. And to do it right before the election seems like a non-starter. There has been periodic talk of biennial budgeting, where you pass a budget that lasts for 2 years, not 1 year, to give them more time and then have more time to review spending in the off year, kind of a thing. There may be some merit to that. I think there are states that do that at the state level. So whether that's a good idea or not, I'm kind of agnostic. I don't know. It's worth considering. But the point is, I just don't see anything coming together anytime soon that's going to really address that. But there's no question that the current system they're using hasn't worked. I mean, the last time they passed all these bills on time, I believe, was 1996. So we're coming on close to 30 years ago. That's kind of a long time. So what happens is the government runs on autopilot for months at a time, routinely, and that means
it's not a good thing in the sense that
no. And as long as
it freezes in place bad things as well as good things. I mean, it's just a dysfunctional way to run a government.
Right. Oh, if you talk to the Pentagon, they hate it because they say their needs are always changing. They have to devote money to new programs. They have to start new contracts. And a stopgap measure doesn't let them do that usually, unless they write in a specific exception. And it hamstrings them, right? And federal agencies are hamstringing them. Now, does the public care? No, that's the other problem, because the public doesn't know this is going on. The public doesn't feel the effect as long as they avoid a government shutdown. As long as they avoid the shutdown and they keep money flowing, the public is never going to know whether they're operating under a stopgap or under final appropriations bills. It's too arcane. So they can get away with it because the public won't notice that. And so that's the other problem, is there's no push behind them to actually make this work better.